What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Only Tactical Fans, the last place on the internet where the Constitution still matters. The sarcasm is our second language. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button like it's infringing on your rights, and don't forget to check out the merch at onlytacticalfans.myshopify.com to support the channel. Every shirt helps keep the fight alive. Alright, today we're talking about something crazy again. Apparently, Florida thinks telling you how you're allowed to carry a gun is totally fine. Like saying, yeah, you can ride the bus just in the back. Let's break down the garbage legal excuse they're using to keep open carry banned. The state's first excuse is, you can't ask the court to fix this for everyone. You should only ask for yourself. That's like saying if one person's free speech is being blocked, only they can complain and everyone else needs to file their own lawsuit. No, the Constitution is for everyone, everywhere in the state. If a law violates the Second Amendment in Miami, it's also wrong in Tampa, Tallahassee, or on a swamp boat somewhere in the Everglades. And let's be honest, making every single person file a separate lawsuit, that's not justice. That's how you bury a problem so deep no one can afford to fix it. When a state law is unconstitutional, the court should be able to shut it down for everyone, period. Next, the state says, well, your guy Richard Hughes hasn't been arrested, so there's no real harm. Oh, okay, so you have to get arrested first just to defend your rights? That's like saying you can't complain about a speeding ticket law until you crash into a cop car at 80 miles per hour. The law exists. The sheriff even said publicly that he'll enforce it. That's a real threat. You don't need to get tackled on the street to know something's wrong. The fear alone is enough to chill your freedom. That's what we call a chilling effect, where people don't use their rights because they're afraid of being freaking punished. And by the way, it doesn't matter if Richard lives in St. Louis County or Lease County or not. The law applies to everyone in Florida. If he wants to visit family, go to the beach, or take a walk, he should be able to do that without worrying about being cut for carrying openly. Here comes the biggest twist. The state says the Second Amendment protects carrying guns, but not openly. They argue you can conceal carry, that's good enough. That's like saying, sure, you can vote, just not in public where people can see it. The Second Amendment says we have the right to keep and bear arms. Bear means carry, and for most of our country's history, that meant carrying openly. Concealed carry was actually the one that used to be regulated more. So the idea that banning open carry is okay just because you allow concealed carry, that flip-flops history on its head. It's like replacing the fire alarm with a smoke-scented candle and saying, well, we still gave you something. Let's talk about the real world reason open carry matters. Deterrence. When a bad guy sees you open carrying, he's probably gonna think twice about doing anything dumb. That's called common sense. Open carry tells criminals, try something and you're gonna meet resistance. Also, the state talks like it's okay to ban one form of carry as long as they leave another. But Bruin, the Supreme Court case they pretended to follow, said the government has to prove any restrictions matches our history. And guess what? A full ban on open carry doesn't line up with any historical tradition. I swear to gosh, Florida's on some bullshit lately, you guys. So unless the state can point to some old-timey law where George Washington told people not to carry their muskets visibly, they don't have a leg to stand on. Bottom line, this whole legal mess is a state trying to avoid talking about the real issue. Florida's open carry ban is unconstitutional. They want to play games with procedure, technicalities, and court lingo, hoping that if they stall long enough, we'll just give up. But we don't, and we won't. Who gives up? That's for losers. The fuck? This fight isn't about paperwork, it's about freedom. The right to defend yourself, how you choose, is a basic part of the Second Amendment. And saying you can only carry one way is still a restriction. If you believe the Second Amendment actually means what it says, make some noise, share this video, leave a comment, and let the state know we're not backing down. And hey, onlytechnicalfans.myshopify.com has some gear that speaks louder than any lawsuit. Pick up a tee, support the mission, and let your shirt do the shouting when you can. So let me know what you guys think of this video. It's pretty fucking crazy. It makes no logical sense at all. But anyways, I appreciate you guys for everything that you do. If you guys would like to still support us, there'll be links down in the description. And anyways, subscribe, stay free, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace. Forever. Stop.